Hi, my name is Chris Roberts, and welcome to StarCast.
Hello, hello. Hold on a second. You're free. You may now speak.
Hello.
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 Hello there.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to an early edition of StarCast. What's up with that, huh? Never on time. Never, ever. So now, at least we're early.
Definitely that.
So tonight, welcome, we have Mr. Clifford, a.k.a. Mickey.
Hello.
We have Gio.
Hello.
We have Mr. Captain Flint here.
Oh, there.
Newly partnered Captain Flint. Look, he looks like a virgin. Just
Round of
fresh out of the
applause.
box.
Virgin.
Woo, touch.
Yes.
And Mr. Grakees is our
Hugs.
guy in the middle here. Monkey in the middle tonight.
I'm surrounded.
Does it say Stockus? Oh. Still said Stockus. I'm like, I don't see Stockus. Did I put Stockus' name up there? Oh my god. Hope not. Congratulations to Grakees on the Benny Challenge.
Congratulations, Grakees.
Yay, Benny challenge.
So explain to those in the audience what the Benny Challenge is.
Okay, so the Benny challenge is basically we're calling it Cargo 0.1. You have to get to Kovalex Station, 0G, and push a Benny vending machine out to your ship, into your ship, get in with it, transport it back to Port Olisar, then push the machine inside the station, up the stairs to the third floor, and then into your room. And it's a giant pain in the ass.
Sounds it.
Huh.
But how did it
Might
go?
try
So
that.
you beat it the time limit today, or is there like a record or something?
I don't know if there's a time record stamp for it. It's just doing it. That's the first thing.
It's surviving long enough to do it without people killing your freelancer while you're getting the thing out. Like flying through the thing in EVA and bumping the box everywhere, thinking they're being helpful, but actually just screwing you up. There's lots of things to overcome to succeed.
Yeah.
Over and above actually just getting it up the stairs.
It's a type of emergent gameplay that I'm sure Chris Roberts never had in mind when he said, "Hey, just put that noodle vending machine over there."
Yeah.
Like people sitting outside of the Armistice Zone on Port Olisar and firing physical weapons down right at the door that I'm at.
Oh God, that's the worst.
Yeah.
What about Flint's M50 challenge?
What's up with that?
Oh, it wasn't really a challenge. I like sticking it places.
Oh, good. Trying to shove it in a
Whole
hole.
places.
Ooh.
They squeezed the M50 in the Constellation.
And into Kovalex as well.
Where's the tightest place you've stuck your M50?
So honestly, like the Constellation was the tightest squeeze to get in, because you had to get just the right angle to get past the hydraulic struts into the landing bay. But the actual tightest place was Kovalex, because once it was in and landed, I literally had it butted up against pillars on both sides, and there was just nowhere left to go.
Nice.
It was awesome when it just slipped in there.
Just
That was politics, yeah.
slid it right in there.
Nice tight squeeze.
Any space
Yeah.
lube involved, or
So good.
Was what?
get any space lube involved?
Yeah, a bit of space lube, a bit of trimming of the flaps.
Yeah, I can't
wing,
notice that.
sorry.
You
Wing
trimmed off the winglets.
Yeah, it's really bad if you have your flaps are too big. Trim them off a little bit.
Got to pull it back sometimes.
Sometimes you do. Gio, what's up with you, man? Like tonight we're here early because Gio is out of work.
Yes, the blizzard shut down. The shipments coming to my job.
It's great.
That's cool. You know what's going to be cool in Star Citizen?
Okay,
you could
tell us.
stop a shipment coming to the factory. Say we're making some Hornets. You could stop that shipment, and they can't work anymore.
Because of space snow, like a space blizzard.
Space blizzard. There you go.
Space blizzard.
Space Blizzard.
Confirmed space blizzard. Jinx.
I need to be the factory consultant for Star Citizen. I need to hit me up, just pay me in chips, and I'll be the factory consultant.
Hold on a second here. Let's see, Cliffy, you sent some stuff out this week.
Yes.
I'm trying to find your picture. Where is it here? Give me a picture.
What,
is
you want
it?
to post in chat again?
Stick it in Discord real quick because I
right.
can't seem to find it. I just had it and I closed it. Oh, here it is.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, so
Got
hey, So the hat that Clifford's got. Oh, where's the damn tab? Give me tab. Too many fucking tabs. Oh, here we go.
Cat Roberts confirmed.
Cat Roberts. Let me bring up the big screen here. Here we go. Cat Roberts.
Well, what had happened was I sent a large package of SIG memorabilia, per se, that I bought over the last couple of months to them to get massive signatures from the community team, from Chris Roberts, from Sandy, because I had some Squadron 42 mugs, so I wanted to get them as actors, to sign it. And as a thank you, I was just like, what could I send them? What can I send Sandy and Alexis? Because I never send the girls anything, and they do a lot, to keep them guys in line over there. So I was like, what could I send that's fun and interesting that they've never seen before or tried? So I was like, well, the cat earphones look interesting enough. I'll send them that one. And I asked Alexis, I said, well, what's your favorite color? She said, well, I like green and Sandy likes red. I said, okay, good. I said, because those are the only other two colors you can choose from right now currently is purple and blue, like the blue ones I have here. It originally showed up on Indiegogo as like a Kickstarter, basically. These Japanese Asian folks wanted to come up with a cat earphones from like anime characters and stuff that they like, now cat and and all that stuff. And so they started Indiegogo. They raised over $3 or $4 million because a lot of people wanted them.
Crazy.
They even had a special headset. If you donated over $10,000, you would get one that was like in a totally chromed out.
I don't give a shit. It should come with some DNA or something for that kind of money.
Jesus Christ.
But either way, they made it to market, and then Brookstone, which is a well-known internet company that takes Indiegogos and Kickstarter companies and gives them an outlet to sell their products, basically, once they get from the factory. So that's why it has Brookstone underneath here, because they were a partnership with distribution. So they finally hit market on distribution. They were doing a big sale of them. So I bought 2 of them and sent it directly to them. So, and they seem to enjoy it, because Ben sent me a direct message on Twitter. And here, let me read this, because this is
read this off. While you're getting ready to read this off, I just want to say this is almost like seeing Jesus Christ in a clown outfit.
This is glorious today right here.
It is. This is like someday we'll all look back at the moment before this happened, and this will be, Chris Roberts chapter 5 verse 7, and thus he wore kitten hairs or kitten hat.
Well, even Lando swiped the green cat ears from Alexis and did a video clip of him actually playing the music through his head speaker, sitting there in his hoodie jamming like that with them.
Wait. Are you saying that Disco Lando was acting like a ham?
Yes, he was.
Never.
I'm shocked.
Pshaw.
But nonetheless, Ben sends me a direct message. He says, hey, Clifford, your presence just got here, and I have never heard Allie more excited about something at work. Good job, and thank you.
In the chat, somebody was just saying that they would like to call in. They just don't want to pay the charge. There is an international number that you can call in. It is free, I believe. You just have to type in call in the chat. Also wanted to remind everybody that we do have questions you can ask right anytime you want. Just type in question. It goes to a form. Fill out the form, and we'll get to them later on in the show. And then if you want to jump right ahead and just ask a question immediately, you can jump in the call, and we'll just take your call right away, and we'll talk to you. So
you have to be on the waiting list, pay to win.
Yeah, pay to win waiting list. Okay, so let's talk about Star Citizen, what's going on right now, recently upgraded and all that stuff. Cliffy, do you have some news to tell us this week?
Yeah, I mean, this week, of course, Star Citizen Alpha 2.1.1 went live, and it was just mainly some minor patches. There's been a lot of bouncing with the Vanguard Warden, of course, because it was kind of OP's, say the best. They did some improvements on the Reverend Gatling gun. There has been a load of fixes, and including a temporary solution to the radar system and the shields. The Scythe and the Glaive have had their cruise speed tweaked, and the Glaive has received a big, healthy increase. There was also a good multitude of fixes and performance improvements. So it runs a little bit smoother, overall. And I'm actually been able to get in and out of the Million Mile High Club now. So, yeah. So they've done well. I mean, yeah. Even Captain Flint came in, and
I did.
Oh,
Amusingly, the next day when I logged on, despite us not being in the group, I could still access the Million Mile High Club.
maybe because you're on my friends list now. Maybe
Well, it was
we
just the
friend
one
each other.
time, and then when I left, I couldn't get back in again. But, it was just a hangover effect that let me go back in again.
Yeah, because it only lets you invite 25 people, and I have to be on, and I have to invite the person, and the person has to add me to the list, and then I have to go in there, or then it appears or whatever when I'm on. So as long as they're on my friend list and I'm online, they should have access to it. Cool. Now, also what's kind of cool is they were doing the Shion Scout kind of like sale and tribute to Miss Gillian Anderson. If everybody knows, she's back on X-Files because X-Files is now they're wanting to celebrate, the X-Files coming this weekend and all that.
Is it coming this weekend? I forgot when it's coming. It's relaunching, right? New show?
Yes.
David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. That's going to be awesome. I thought it was a little bit farther out. I thought it was like March or April. Okay, cool.
So the Shion is currently in Gray Box. It will be one of the ships that they will add in 2.X release of Star Citizen Alpha. Masters don't give us that number. But that's one ship I'm really interested because I want to see how it transforms from this lay down, landing ship to the articulated one where it spreads its wings out, and it just looks so different from the original art that we saw to the new improved one, and that's going to be a really interesting ship to fly, I think.
I'm actually thinking about getting one. The way I think the new one, I'm like, you know what? I wasn't interested at first, but I think I'm getting one.
I'll steal yours.
It's changed. Yay. Like, if you see in the list, it shows it as a light hauler, and now it's a scout. You can't get much bigger a leap than that.
I thought it was always a scout.
It was always supposed to be a scout.
Well, on the main ship page, and run down, the Cartual is a light fighter. I read freighter. My iodine testing, dude. It's been a long day.
It's
been a long weekend.
Okay, you've been celebrating too much. I understand.
I'm looking at the old one versus the new one, and so the changes are pretty dramatic.
Thing look like a flying knife.
Very anime looking.
That bug-like.
Very bug-like,
yeah. I've seen a similar ship like that before, but it's an old game nobody would ever remember, and that was the Journeyman Project, the third one in the series. They had ships like that. The alien race did have something really close, similar to that. Very neat looking. Let's see here. Other than that, they did put out some good footage of, behind the scenes with Gillian Anderson, which was really cool to see. You learned more about her, a little bit of her role, with being the, not Mark Hamill.
The daughter of...
the daughter of...
Admiral Bishop.
Admiral Bishop, yeah. Admiral Bishop.
Okay, but there's only one problem I had with that whole video, right? She referred to Chris Roberts as the director, not as our Lord and Savior. I think that
how dare her.
She's not quite with it yet. I don't know if anybody hasn't given her the Kool-Aid or what.
She's still part of the old religions. We'll convert her.
Okay, we'll get her converted over. Okay.
Sacre bleu.
I'm sipping on a big fucking thing of Kool-Aid. That's what I'm doing.
Shit, that is a big fucking thing of Kool-Aid. Is that for you sure that's Kool-Aid, not Four Loko? You're not prepared to give away 5 ships tonight, are you?
John Scout.
Sean Scout.
Not just playing. I gotta get one for myself if I give it away.
Yeah. That picture's support for the
and then also they had released during the weekly review, the 10 for the developers episode 3. It was pretty good on the concept of the aliens. How not to look, keep them kind of humanoid, but not.
Go on.
Oh, nothing. The environment on how the aliens would be involved with their home planet. A lot of the designs on work on how the aliens would walk and move. There's a lot of discussion of the inner workings of trying to narrow down how we as the player will perceive these aliens in the Star System universe.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they kind of talked about this week was about the constellation and the ship pipeline improvements. We learned a lot about the constellation version 3 current version. More modular designs now. There will be more iterations in the future too. The pipeline has been streamlined. The ships and their variants will take less time now, which we've always known that now that they're building up their manufacturer library and actually building them more out with modules in mind. It'll just be rolling off the block with.
We're seeing that now as well with the Freelancer. All of a sudden, the Vanguard surprise. And I imagine seeing quite a lot of ships drop over the next few patches.
Yeah, so I think this year's going to be shipception, and we're going to see a lot of ships get tossed out of the studios. Speaking of what you're talking about, the Freelancer and the variants and the pipeline improvements, of course, from the history of the Freelancer, the process has been sped up. They gained a lot of knowledge through the project and through the improvements of the Freelancer. Now that they have a style guide built out for MISC, it really helped them getting the ships out at a lot better pace. So as far as the pipeline, this is improvements all around the board. Like Flint said, the ships we're going to start seeing get kicked out pretty quickly.
You could tell the like I said, the Saber, Vanguard, how quick especially the Vanguard. That's probably the quickest ship that got an engine to date.
Yeah.
I think it's good though, because it's one concern, right? If you imagine that, let's say the game does release in sometime in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
If a ship's taking like 3 to 6 months for a ship, then there's no way on Earth they can release with all the ships they have planned by that time, with all the variants and the iterations they'll have to do. So this acceleration we're seeing with this new ship process, it really reassures that actually they may be able to do it in that time.
Absolutely.
But also, if you imagine how many ships we have left and variants, just to get them all out by next year, we're probably looking at least a ship every patch, every month.
Yeah, if you think about it, a few weeks ago, they were saying how they were learning from the ships because everyone kind of got all crazy because I forgot who said it. They was like, oh, yeah, it took us like how many months to do the constellation, and everyone flipped out. But they were saying they were learning the faster process for the other ships that are going to be after it.
And building the building blocks and the texture maps and all that sort of, well, not texture maps, the texture files and stuff. So, yeah.
But now they have their greebles and everything else.
Well, it's like the Connie is an RSI ship. It's like the one and only big multi-crew that they shipped out, and they still got to redo the Auroras. Well, now that they got some major assets out of the improvement of the constellation, I think the Aurora will be spit out pretty quickly, a new design. Because they already have the current Aurora has the fan blades on it. Well, they got the new types already developed on the new Connie. So it's just like, okay, we got to take these, shrink them down, fit them on the new, Aurora. So there's a lot of bits and pieces that they can use on the new designs.
Yeah, they also had to go back and fix what the old studios messed up on because they had all these outsider contractor people they were paying, and now everything's pretty much in-house when it comes to ship making. So that was also another problem that they got solved now.
Yeah. And I think a lot of, the only thing I've seen them mainly outsourcing is a lot of the concept designs of the ships and stuff like that, working with the outside orders. And that's usually the norm. It's just like Archer. He kind of left SIG, but was still contracted through SIG. And then he came back to SIG, so he's on, it's just like Hobbins. He's same thing. He's contracted through because he does a lot of artwork and stuff. And that's their, basically their clay mold that they, break out to create all these ships from. Going forward, implementing the new damage tech, the new system is shader driven. The old damage tech system was very resourceful hungry, as they put it. The new one that they're implementing is more code driven and it's better. So it's not tacking on, the old resource heavy one. It's mainly in code. So the ships and the layers are now they all take damage individually, or at least when you break through them to expose the gutters underneath, goobers underneath, or however you want to say it, the inner
Snot.
workings.
Boogers.
Yeah, buggers.
The boogers.
The buggers. Buggers underneath. And then, of course, the build library of props and the giblets underneath. So adding to them to the new ships is much easier because they can use some of the same, piping and stuff underneath the skin of the ship throughout the different various ships. So that's nothing new for them to have to recreate. One thing I was excited about was the creation of the characters, the full characters, and building the clothes and accessories, scanned-in heads, and the base of the bodies and design are very modular now. The designers can mix and match the parts of the clothes and for their attendant roles, and the use is the same system that they're going to use for the character creation system. So that's coming along really good. And also the pipeline for the NPCs. They have a tier system now for rating on how detailed they are, which they've talked about in the 0-1 character going top down. So they have that fully in place and fully being implemented for the NPCs that are lower end that we're going to start seeing populate the small PU that we have now. And then also the character creation option, the customization options I was really stoked about. They talked about the amount of clothing options available for the female and male characters is the face, the eyes, the hair. That kind of customization is on an R&D basis at the point, but they're going to be implemented. They're just trying to see
boobs and butts.
Yeah, boobs and butts. Definitely. They need, my opinion, they need
Black Desert Online.
No, Mass Effects. That chick in the third one or fourth one, the War of the White Suit, she had the best ass. I'm sorry.
Oh, she did. Hell yeah. Oh,
yes.
I know what you mean. Listen, I got something to announce. It's a kind of a sad thing, real quick, Clifford. I'm gonna interrupt you here, real quick.
Okay.
A really long time supporter of the show and has been on the show hundreds of times. Mr. Berserker has gone into an absolute berserker rage. Miranda, thank you. And he has crashed his ship. His ship has crashed. It flew straight into a black hole without any lube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And so we're going to have a memorial service for him next week. And for that, we are going to go to a brand new bar that just opened up on the Outer Rim. The name of the place is called
Rim Job.
No, not Rim Job. That's close. The Astro Pub.
Rim Job is their signature drink.
Yes, their signature drink. Exactly. So, yes, we're going to drown our sorrows at the Astro Pub. Astro Pub is in the chat right now. Everybody here who is a fan of Star Citizen and does not want to see a kitten get killed live on the air, click his name and hit follow. So, Rim Jobs is the name of the drink. Yes. Go ahead, everyone click on Astropub, give him a follow. That's actually Berserker's brand new account. He's starting over, totally rebranded. And
I didn't even know until he hit me up earlier today.
Yeah, that's him. Astropub. That's right. So that's Berserker. He'll be here next week, but we're not going to call him Berserker.
Pop. Oh, or like with the Mythbusters say, soda, it's soda.
Sprite and soda. Sprite and soda. It's nachos. All right, cool. Yes, Berserker actually did not die, so don't panic. All right, let's see. What else we got? What else we got this week? What's that?
I got some more to read off.
No, Clifford, you're gonna talk for the next 2 hours. Okay. Anything good on that list?
Well, I like the alien character updates. That excited me.
How about we talk about the new outfits?
Outfits.
Do you want to acknowledge the call first, real quick?
What's that? We got a call. Oh, we got a caller.
Okay.
Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you from?
I'm from the UK. I was just wondering if there was a door giveaway.
A who? What?
Just a door giveaway.
A door.
A door giveaway?
Yeah.
To where?
We don't have doors.
No.
Door. door.
You're gonna have happiness and many good vibes for free.
He hung up. I don't have any doors.
Was he asking for a blow up down?
No, a door giveaway.
A door giveaway.
A door giveaway.
Maybe that's a euphemism.
Oh shit! You guys starting to trolling early.
My name is Bob. Can I order pizza?
Oh my god.
No, the doors. Oh yes,
The doors.
we do actually have some Jim Morrison DNA out back. I got to go dig it up. But it's we'll give that away later.
What?
That's what I got. Oh, a DUR. A DUR.
A dur giveaway. Oh. You know.
That's DUR.
I did one of those.
Dur.
Oh, did you? That's what they meant. A DUR giveaway. I apologize on behalf of all these crazy fucklish Englishmen. That's all right, Scottish.
Scottish.
It's okay. She's Scottish. She can yell about the English. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. You want to talk about the new suits that Teller showed here?
Mm.
You guys haven't seen the suits yet?
And one of them looks very.
But
Van
I'm
Doom.
excited about that. It's like the because they were talking about the alien characters of the Vandal, which was really interesting. They're in the final phases.
That
I
got
haven't
me
seen it.
pretty excited.
And they wear high heels apparently.
Yeah, they're in the final phases. They're working on the actual skin and textures now, and how it reacts to the lighting, and also working on the Vandal lore and the different classes of Vandal now.
They kind of need to because there's certain game releasing this year.
Yeah.
That features them pretty heavily.
Yeah. You might need the basis, the language.
Now, those suits I've seen before. The black suits I've seen before in a 4K photograph from CIG.
It looks dope.
It does look good. Are you guys talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance? Does anybody know, speaking of, we're talking about suits, does anybody know if SIG is just dropping that whole plan to use their tech from?
I don't know yet. Remember, they kind of danced around that issue because there was a question asked about if they were still using it, and they're still kind of like, and kind of danced around it and left it alone.
I want my crossbow, though.
A Porsche is confirmed in the verse, by the way.
Porsches, like German
That'd
cars?
be a cool collectible in your hangar.
A Porsche.
Porsche.
Yeah.
Was that Luke Skywalker outfit? Okay, there it goes.
Incidentally, so to marry our previous topic with Gillian Anderson with this topic of Vandal, actually it's not about Vandal, but we mentioned Vandal, so it's near enough the tenuous link.
It's great.
How hilarious was it on the Gillian Anderson video, where she's looking at the screen and Chris goes, "Yeah, that's what you're shooting at. That's how big they are." She's like, "Oh shit!" And she's looking at the pistol. She's like,
Will this
"Will this
kill it?
work on that?"
Yeah, that was good. Like, yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll work. Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, Chris like, "It'll be fine. It'll be fine."
This is a video from Teller, by the way, everybody. If you're not familiar with Teller, he does some really cool stuff.
That's a cool ass room he has. Hey, I wish that was my room.
All the old archaic pistols and weapons behind.
There's that Vandal stuff right there.
Very
They're
cool
the
with the
race I'm
video.
excited about. They're the freaking Reavers.
They
honestly.
do are like the Reefers, yeah. But Reefers were a little more human, weren't they?
Well, they used to be human.
Reavers used to be human, but the Vandal are basically Star Citizens Reavers.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. They're kind of organic / tech intertwined, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at their backbone is really exposed, and he's got some.
Think like Alien and Predator smushed together.
Yeah, and I mean even their tech. So everything. So their organics are melded with tech, but their tech is also very organic. I mean, look at the Kingship. Apparently, it basically just builds it up from the scrap of the shit it destroys.
Wow.
Which is how they get so big, and they just keep building on it and strapping things on. So.
Oh, the height, there it is. Now you can really see the height of one of those.
Yeah, the mocap done by Mr. Andy Serkis. What's the number you call is right there. You can call that number. If you can't call, you're overseas because that number is a U.S. number. You can type an ! Call in chat. It'll give you a link to you can call with a phone, like an internet phone, like or Skype or something.
Hey, Dom, I don't know what you're excited about.
Nipples?
No, 890 Jump, dude.
Oh, 890 Jump. Yeah, 890 Jump is they're gonna. That's the next big ship they're working on. I'm glad they're starting to work on these big ships because honestly, man, it's great that we have all these little ships, but some of us have really small penises that have bought very large ships and would like to show them off. And
To be fair though, they did clarify in the RTV that yes, they were working on it, but it doesn't mean it's going to arrive anytime soon.
no, true.
It's tech design they're doing for it to get it ready and prepped, but it's not actually modeling or any of that stuff.
I don't think we'll see an 890 in Squadron 42, which means it's not a priority.
I think it'd be cool though for right now in the baby PTU because everyone would party. I think it's like one of the perfect ships to be released right now.
Yes, partying is exactly what's going to happen as soon as that flies into space.
I don't know.
Crusader.
I could really see Squadron 42, okay, and of course, Mark Hamill and them are battling the van, doing this epic battle, and all of a sudden, this 8-9 jump comes strolling in, music blaring. You see Chris Roberts on the deck, sipping a martini. All of a sudden, these guns come out of it and fire and blow everything out of the sky. And said, "Yep, there's Chris Roberts. He wins every time."
Somebody was saying they don't understand the guns, the old guns in the back of this video. Well, think about it. Like, there's a lot of people I know that collect old swords that are 1,000 years old. So it's
didn't one of the captains of the Enterprise have like old muskets and stuff?
Yes.
Is that a freaking musket?
I don't know which one that was, but
I think it was Jean-Luc Picard. I think
he has puddle under him because he's caused everyone to piss themselves, Lady Matrix. That's what the puddle's all about. I think you could get better party going on the Band of Merchantmen as well. I think so.
But I mean, like everything else, we need bigger space before we get bigger ships.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. But I mean, just to have them in the hangar to walk around, because some of them are, I would love to walk around in Orion. Some of the big
the Starfarer. Holy
coming.
balls, that thing's big.
It never was. Like, I bought one when it first came out, and I was so excited. Then I saw more and more pictures of it, and I was like, I got rid of it. I sold it because it didn't seem like it was really going to be what I wanted. But now it's pretty badass. I know. Now it's suddenly
buyback program.
Yeah, I'm glad they have the buyback program. Is right.
Yeah, I just wish they would implement soon your credit you could use to buy it back.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that needs to be on our list.
Yeah.
Well, they say it is, but
I'd like to melt down all my shit guns that I bought accidentally. Back when I was like trying to pass Bad News Baron on the rankings for the what was it, the leaderboard thing, way back when they first opened it up and it was more multiplayer. Arena Commander, that's it. I was buying like every gun I could and trying to see if I could get some kind of crazy combo that would do more damage. And I literally have 15 guns I can't use. They're just sitting in there, and I'm like, man, it'd be great if I could melt them down and get some money for them to buy some more ships.
I have 6 sledges.
Yeah, right? I mean, weren't they like the hot shit for a while, and you bought those things? And
yeah, and you couldn't actually use more than 2. And
but I didn't know it. I was like, oops.
Just let me melt them.
Fucking armor so cool.
Yeah, these are all the new armor designs that Teller has unlocked somehow with his amazing wizardry. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually in two minds about the whole Teller and his leaks of things. If I'm honest, it's cool to see.
Yes,
but I kind of like to see things when they're ready, with all the fanfare and stuff. And it slightly irks me that he goes in and grabs the stuff and then releases it to the world.
Hey, caller.
Okay, caller.
Okay, then.
Who's this?
You're right. My name's Sam. I was just wondering about I'm from the UK, like the ships. Do you think like some of the ships are designed off like phallic objects? I was intrigued by like the conversation you're having like, about the size of the ship compared to dick size.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Sweet. Cheers for that.
Hey, Jim.
We get some
Well, I
great
mean,
calls.
streamlined objects are streamlined objects.
Yeah, they travel through space better as shapes that are sort of penile.
Did it? Well, I mean, it's a naturally perfect streamlined shape.
Mm-hmm. It is, and that's why it's good for penetration.
Yes, of wormholes and other
moist
Black
objects. No, that was
Black
not.
holes.
That was not a UK caller. That was somebody from Australia, I believe. Right?
Crikey.
No, that wasn't Crikey, was it? Scottish is like, I apologize.
I think they said UK, but
It didn't sound UK to me. It sounded almost.
Or mapping a jump point so you can just like boop right through it.
That was English. That wasn't American.
American.
Are you guys at a pub this hour? Like cut versus uncut? Yeah, very.
I'm down to the south.
That was not Aussie. Okay, I don't know. Have we forgot about the penis lancer? Remember, unless we forget.
With the boobs on the front.
Yeah.
The boob lancer.
The meeting ID number is right there.
It had tatas.
It says ID number.
The Merlin.
The Merlin.
Oh, the Merlin's. That's his space vibrator.
You have to start screening our calls.
But I still
We're gonna get.
love,
We gotta get. We gotta get
the
a.
Gatling
I
gun.
can't believe we gotta get a call screener on StarCast.
But you gotta admit though, the Gatling gun on that deal, I want to see more ships with that because I don't know. That reminds me of the old, I don't know, World War I, World War II fighter planes. You know, where they had the guns in the center. I would love more of that on some of the ships. That would be kind of cool.
That's my favorite thing about the Merlin. Just when you open up with the Gatling, the sound of it and it firing, it's visceral.
Yeah, man, that's what sold me on that. I was like, I gotta buy the ship.
Well, but I can't wait, and I'm probably sure Kevin. I can't wait until it's like attached to the actual conning, where you can get a person in it and detach and go all out fighting.
Yeah, because you can sit in it now. You just can't detach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with that.
All right. I guess it's about we can get started doing our Q&A time. Have we got anything else we wanted to? Oh, we want to talk about some games. We want to talk about some games.
Oh yeah, we need to.
We got some other games, space games that are coming out soon. We'll cover those.
There's two more announcements you forgot about.
Oh, then we got another caller. Okay, let's hear it. Go ahead, caller. What's your name? Caller. Hello.
Caller, we can't hear you.
Hello.
We can hear it coming back through.
Who's being a fucking asshat?
I love Gio. Doesn't cut around the bush, man. He's just like asshat.
How do you really feel, Gio?
This is asshatting around. I know what's going on.
Okay.
I know a troll when I see one. I'm one.
Pay attention to me, damn it. Nobody pays attention to me. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about Deliver Us the Moon.
Yes.
Deliver Us the Moon. So this is a new game coming up soon. It's going into. Let's grab it here. It's going into.
I'll paste it. I'll paste it in chat. For
Thanks.
them too.
He's going to paste it in chat. This is a new. It's kind of a thing. It's a little bit. It feels a little bit like Soma. Basically, the Earth is dead, and our last chance is to get somebody up on the moon that can keep at least a little bit of humanity going alive on a moon base. And there's a lot of like weird shit happening.
It's supposed to be scary.
It feels like it's going to be a little scary.
Yeah, a little eerie, a little mystery type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting this scary space game since Dead Space.
I don't know if it's that scary. It's very
It's eerie.
It's eerie. Yeah, it doesn't have like as far as I've seen, there's like no monsters that are running around trying to eat your face or anything like that. It's more you're all alone. You're the last chance for humanity. You don't want to fuck it up.
Ah.
Yeah.
The character model kills it for me though.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. No, because we just got through looking at the Star Citizen ones, which look glorious, right?
Yeah.
And
We're so spoiled.
I mean, if they just didn't try to make it so skinny, if they just fattened that up like it was a big spacesuit, then it would look a lot better.
Fat lives matter.
no, I get what you're saying. Absolutely, spacesuits are more puffy because they're full of air pressurized air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that middle. It just.
It's super broad shoulders, thin waist type of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to look heroic, but not authentic, I guess.
Maybe it's an ape.
But this is going into a green light. So if you guys are familiar with the way green light works, is it needs to have votes on whether or not it's going to get green lit. And so I think you go over and you vote up if you're interested in playing this game, or you vote it down if you're not. And
Who's the best? Who's the worst?
What?
Okay.
all right, listen. If you're
just
going to
dropped the
be, so that's like the third. That's at least a second troll. That's a squeaker. So if you're going to troll,
Look, stop being a cunt bag. That's the
no. You can
bottom
be.
line. That's all it is.
If you're going to try to call up and be funny, have the balls enough to stick around and say what you want to say. Don't be like, and then hang up. Like, could not even understand Oh, it was already been greenlit. I missed that. I totally missed it. It was already greenlit.
Geek Domo, do your old line that you used to do back in the day. Remember about Learn to Troll?
Yeah, learning to troll. Yeah, you got to go to troll school.
Just a little fucking Call of Duty playing 10-year-old son of a bitch call, and then fucking hang up. Just talk, homie.
Yeah. Get a nutsack.
At least try and make it funny.
Yeah.
Make
That's what I'm
laugh.
saying. Yeah. Just don't go and then hang up. I mean, what's up? Anyway.
Fucking retard.
Yes. So knock it off. Or I'm going to turn off the fucking phones. Anyway, so I didn't see that. It's actually already been greenlit. The last time I looked at this, it was not greenlit yet. So cool. It is already greenlit, so it's going to happen. Now, when is that? When is it going to happen? I don't know.
It says on the. It said down below. It said release date is third quarter of 2016.
Green tit.
Yep. We're not afraid to get roasted.
Nope.
That's the last thing. I've been dealing with fucking trolls for the past 2 years, man. I am told you can call up and say any fucking thing you want. I will talk and have a nice conversation with you because I understand troll psychology.
Oh, I know troll psychology.
I'm just saying, speak if you're going to call up and be a troll. Be good at it. Just
Speaketh your mind.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's
Okay, come on, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this an actual call or are you going to make it?
Guys, do you guys know when that Squadron 42 is coming out?
2017.
2017, yeah. No, 2016.
No, this year.
December 2016 is what they're shooting for.
Oh, so it's coming at the end of the year?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what they're trying. Yeah, sometime 2016, but they're going. I'm pretty sure my funny bone says December 2016.
Yeah, and a more optimistic would be around CitizenCon, so October. But either way, if you expect the end of the year and it comes sooner, we can celebrate.
I'm thinking November.
All right,
against the big games.
So when does the actual game come out then?
The MMO part, probably 2017.
Yeah.
2017,
Again,
so
I would be conservative and expect 2018 and then happily surprised when 2017 hits. But the thing is, most of the core game mechanics will be fleshed out and done for Squadron 42. After that, it's all the PU stuff. So it's all the specific functionality for the PU being the networking and the netcode, the instancing, the PU specific roles like mining and salvaging and all that stuff. So there's still quite a lot of content that needs to go in, but we'll have a playable game, a solid alpha, if not getting close to beta, easily in 2017 sometime. Early 2017, I would expect.
All right, thanks for the call. All right, so we got a bunch more callers. All right, here we go. This caller, let's see. Okay. Oh, they're hanging up. Okay. Go ahead, caller.
There we go.
Hello. This is totally. I'm. Okay, I can't even do the voice. It's Berserker.
Yeah, I knew right away.
I'm like, you're really, really bad. Come on, try it again.
I'm terrible at voices. So I got a quick question.
All right, good question.
With all of you guys, what do you need to see in 2.2 for you to believe that there is significant progression going forward, like that we're going to actually hit these dates that you guys just talked about, 2016, 2017? So what do you think needs to come up for this next update?
It needs a solid persistence. That's a foundation for everything else that's going to happen in the future. If we see solid persistence, that's the foundation.
What I want to see, and I'm with Domo on this one, is I want to see the trucking system in where you can actually move freight. And also I want to see where it's a better matchmaking grouping system with your friends, because if they don't have it to where you can group with your friends, it's going to fail as a big universe deal, because that's what people want. They want to be able to easily get into the server with their friend and group up with them. They need to work on that.
Obviously, Astropub, by the way. Berserker is dead.
Astro Hub, like Pornhub for space games?
I guess. All right, we got a couple more callers. Lots of callers tonight. What's with everybody? They got their cell phone bill paid this month, so they're calling in. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, caller. You're next. You have a dog.
You let the dogs out.
That's Milo.
Oh, and Otis. That's right. Oh, he hung up. All right.
Great. Next caller.
Next caller. Who's this calling in?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh,
excellent.
doing good.
How are you?
Hello.
I'm doing all right. This is Boson. I hang out on a few of y'all's channels every once in a while.
Oh, good. An actual caller. Thank you for calling.
So, what I was curious about, I've lately in the Crusader map, I've been going in yellow and seeing some of the wrecks that are found about the system. And it got me thinking, I wonder what the purpose of putting those wrecks in when we still don't have cargo. I'm wondering if that might be kind of a progression thing where they're like, oh, we're going to put in some of these wrecks that are going to spawn because they're hoping to have cargo in soon, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe there'll actually be things besides guns that we'll be able to pick up soon in some of those wrecks. I mean, it just kind of got me thinking about, what do y'all think the purpose of putting those in so early was?
That runs along the same lines of, like, you slowly saw with every patch, every PTU I played, you saw the slow progression of the Vanguard as it got better and better and better and then released. So if they're putting those wrecks in, because they even said that when they were doing the discussion on the wrecks, when they blow up or when they get destroyed, they will drop their loot or whatever, or Derek was supposed to have loot. So it's very good possibility you could hit the nail on the head that's probably what they're doing, is seeing how if they put these wreckages in there and we're still playing and it's not causing any lagging issues, that's one step closer to them maybe getting it, into the game.
Yeah, they've done that since Free Flight came out, actually, when we first got multi-crew in, and they didn't expect us to multi-crew ships. And they went, oh, crap, they're actually figuring stuff out. All right, let's just give them the systems and see how it works, and maybe they'll find stuff for us. And ever since then, anytime they put something in, there's a reason it gets in there. That, or they go, oh, crap, whoops, that wasn't supposed to be there, and then they pull it out right away.
Yeah, I mean, at the very base, just to have something there. I mean, they had this planet with these asteroids, and it's all going well cruising through the asteroids, but they have a history of adding a little bit more, something to discover, something to see, be that hints in the background of videos, or in this case, just putting a few wrecks in there, see if we find them, sticking a weapon on them, and letting us discover them. So, like, we're flying around, and suddenly, oh, cool, this is an extra thing we didn't know about. And they like to do that. So at the very least, it's that. But yeah, ultimately, it will tie into the salvaging and all the rest of those item systems and stuff.
Oh, somebody just hung up. I was just about ready to click on you. All right, thanks for your call there, buddy. Thanks for asking an actual question.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. So far, we're hit or miss. We got a couple good calls, a couple bad calls. Whatever.
Are you ready, Geek Jumbo, for the second one? That I'm probably more... That moon thing is okay, but this second one is the one I'm really interested in.
I'm ready. Which one? Just give me a heads up.
The Solus?
Oh, yeah, let me find it. Hold on. Got it here.
That one is supposed to come out early access first quarter 2016, released second quarter 2016. And the graphics are to die for. I think Captain Flint will like this one.
This game makes me moist.
Yes. The storms, the weather... Here, I'm going to post it in chat. It is in chat too. The Steam store page right there. I put it in chat too on your channel.
There you go.
Hello?
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me pause again.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Caller from Delaware. Tell us what's up.
Do you like some sport?
No, I don't like Spore. All right. Let's see. So yes, this is Solus Project. What's so awesome about this, Cliffy? Go ahead, tell us about it.
Well, the first time I read into it is basically you're the last hope of like Earth. It's like it's 2.5 years in creating the experience that basically the Solus Project is single player exploration and survival. Basically, you're sent out to this planet. Your ship malfunction. You crash land on this alien world that's surrounded by these deals, and now you have to quickly try and survive. Well, what's not cliche about this is that this is the first time I ever seen dynamic weather like this, like actually kind of like what you would find on an alien planet, magnetic storms, actual hailing meteorites and stuff, lay waste to the planet side. It's supposed to have relic, ancient technology, ancient alien race, tombs there for you to rob and pillage and you to try and discover, well, what was on this alien world. And this, I'm sorry, the world is just beautiful. It's almost is Ark level, basically, world. It's even, the weather to me is even more beautiful than Ark.
It's glorious.
That's what I was thinking when I just found out about this when Clifford mentioned it today, and I went and saw the video and immediately went, I need this now.
It's gonna be great. Absolutely.
That Unreal Engine, man, is something else.
We have another caller. Let's come back to this in just a second. Okay, caller, go ahead with your question.
Hello. I was just wondering what your guys' thoughts and opinions were on the current thoughts and ideas about the new, like, the Super Earths quote about, like, the in-game Super Earths that are going to be on other planets and how they're going to work.
The in-game what, sorry?
Like the other planets, like I think they were called Super Earths and like the landing zones and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the landing zone is going to be awesome anyway. I mean, specifically, do you have any specific kind of?
I think he's talking about the different higher level detail places that you're going to be coming into.
Theme parks.
Correct.
Yeah, the theme park. You can fly around the entire planet, land anywhere you want, and it's all going to be kind of.
Oh yeah. So it's mostly non-populated planets where you have the flora and the fauna, but not so much lots of landing zones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they want you to actually explore those planets.
Yeah, and I'd like to see sparsely populated planets also. So there are landing zones, but you can still explore the wider areas. And maybe you land in the landing zone and you go out just with your rover and use the landing zone as a base. Would be cool. And that would concentrate the player population, so you'd be able to explore alongside people. That'd be cool. But I think it's mostly just planets like ArcCorp and Microtech, the planets where most of, like, if they were going to render like ArcCorp, for example, to that level of fidelity, because it's like fully populated with, well, it's basically Coruscant of Star Citizen.
Yeah.
That would be pretty heavy going to do the tech to render that.
Yeah, and we saw the tech on Terra Prime and stuff. As like Terra's going to be, I know, talking with Sean, how the CryEngine, whether it renders one side of the Earth or you're closest to, but the other's not there, it's not populated, like from what your machine is reading, so that way it doesn't consume the memory. But I think Terra's going to be their most technically challenged one, because I know Chris, he's going to want those cities to be wide spanning, like you can explore a wide area of these London, of the Shanghai, China area, and I'm pretty sure that one's going to be their biggest challenge. But if they can overcome those challenges...
Hello? Please hold, sir.
If you can overcome those challenges of that world, I think it'll be smooth sailing for the rest of the worlds, in my opinion, once they tackle Terra.
Okay, 5 people called in at once, obviously. They're having fun sitting around the room. All right, caller number 5, here we go. Hello. What's your name? What would you like?
Hey guys, it's Biohazard.
Oh, okay, Bio.
Hey, Bio.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Bio.
My question is, what do you guys think about Planet 9, the new discovery in our solar system?
I say that fucking
discovery.
Pluto let us down, right? And failed us. I'm not getting all excited for Planet 9. I don't think that I'm not holding out any hope for this thing. I think it's going to be one of those chicks that you start dating and before you know it, she's got no legs.
Are they going to be calling it Sorry Pluto?
Yeah.
Sorry Pluto.
Sorry Pluto.
Or what about if this Planet 9 is that planet that, quote unquote, those what do they call them when they, not mind reader, but they foresee prophecies of this planet that was going to collide with Earth and cause all kinds of havoc and shit, probably.
Oh God, it's the planet from all the predictions that
yes.
us all.
Yes.
I think it was called Planet X, which is what they're calling it.
Yes, Planet X. That's what it was called. It was supposedly this non-planet that we weren't able to see for thousands of years, and all of a sudden it'll appear magically and will end up colliding with us or causing us harm or some shit.
Pluto was shit. All right. Thanks. Anything else there, Biohazard?
No, that was it. Have a good rest of the cast.
You too. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Listen. There's a caller from Delaware who keeps calling up and just talking over the top of everybody else. You are not to call in anymore. Knock it off. Anyway.
Dickhead.
He's a kid. He's a young kid. Don't call him a dickhead. All right. Anyway, so another new game. Let's talk about this other game here real quick.
Okay.
Last one we want to talk about, and near and dear to my heart and Cliffy, obviously. because Cliffy is now going to own part of this game. It is called the Planet Nomads. Just went into Kickstarter. Just went into Kickstarter. And it is currently it just started at 25,000. They raised already. They're only looking for $100,000, which in Star Citizen money they make that every 15 minutes. And what's so cool about it? It does look a lot like Planet Engineers. Some of the criticism people have been getting about it is that it looks identical to Planet Engineers. But
people have been correlating with the flora and fauna with No Man's Sky and Planet Engineers. But just the when you watch the video and learn about the rendering tech, the procedural rendering tech is a lot different from No Man's Skies.
Yeah,
the flora and fauna looks a lot better than No Man's Sky, to be perfectly honest.
Less cartoony.
Yeah, but what's got me and Dumbo all riled up about it is just the customization. It's only limited by what your imagination can come up with and build. Because they even showed that you can build a massive thing like off of Star Wars, what was the little Jawas, the Jawas. You could build a massive deal, a base in that, and go to the next portion to get your parts and stuff and travel the whole planet. And
you can gather droids.
A sand crawler.
Yes.
Make a sand crawler. Gather droids, sell them to moisture farmers. You can do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Could you make a moist evaporator?
Probably. Who knows?
I don't know, but if you watch the video he's playing, they'll show it on the Kickstarter video. It shows the giant, because he said you can build this massive deal, because the goal is you're going to have to travel across the planet to be able to find all the parts you need, all the precious metals you need to build your ship to get into space, and then from there the whole
it's very similar to Empyrean, but Empyrean is exactly Space Engineers. I mean, it's like almost the same engine. This does not.
This is totally their engine.
Yeah.
This one looks like it has working creatures.
Yes.
Yes, and what I love the studio's name.
What is it? Clifford.
Crane Balls.
Crane Balls.
That's beautiful.
Crane Balls is their studio's name.
So my only worry is that they've been making phone games.
Yes, phone and app games. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what a question mark will be. But hopefully they can pull it off on PC.
Yeah.
Well, they have pulled it off on PC so far because you can download their engine builder, and you can play with some of the objects that they've already had pre-built to see what you can come up with, what you can design. And they took some of my photos in there, and they said, "Oh man, that looks great! I never thought of doing a base like that and stuff." So they look for input of that. They said they just can't wait for people to see what people can create and come up with, because, like you said, somebody went in there and built the Millennium Falcon fully. Design and everything looked like the Millennium Falcon and would fly.
I think they had that in the trailer, didn't they?
Yes, in one of the trailers, it shows it being built. So, and the tools in it are a lot different from Space Engineers too. Same kind of building mechanism, how you kind of, as you build it out, it kind of fulfills it. But the mining aspect of it looks a lot better when you grind into the stones and everything.
But yeah, pretty cool. Gio, somebody just said in the chat exactly what I was thinking as well, is that, they might have been making phone games, but they're good phone games, the ones they've been making, and now that means they're also semi-successful with the phone games, which make billions of dollars in cash, right?
I don't know, man. If you see phone games with me, they're trash. I haven't played not one phone game I liked.
Well, there's people that do, little kids. And what was it? Some the other day, some kid spent... what was it, $140,000 of his dad's money or some crazy thing like that on a phone game?
Holy shit.
Oh, what
but Star Citizen catches shit. You could spend $10,000 in Star Citizen.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbass.
But also what was good, they made it in the top 5 of the Indie of the Year 2015 Game Companies Award. So there was a big indie awards given out, and they were number 5. So obviously they've seen a lot in them.
So get a chance to back this now. If you, I think it still got the cheap one up there. Still got the cheap one.
Yeah. They were sold out of one of them. The $14 one, they were sold out.
Yeah, 14's all gone. Damn, a lot of them are all gone real quickly.
The one I got in is all gone. But still, I mean, it's not like a bad price. I think the game would probably be like $14-$15. You can still.
And they're trying to, if you want to click on that green lit too and vote for them, get them green lit too on Steam.
I'll probably get one of the cheap ones going a safe route, and then I'll green light them.
All right. So we have some Q&A time stuff coming up here. You guys ready for some questions?
Well, I got a quick question for all of
yeah,
us.
go. You shoot, man. Go ahead.
Are you guys gonna pre-order the flight sticks coming out next week?
No.
I not until it's in my hand. I can't afford it.
Yeah, if I want Chris Roberts' signature, I'll just send it to him. I don't care if it has a serial number on it or not.
Oh, I got the hookup. Must be nice, big baller Cliffy.
Yeah.
Cliffy, it rolls that way.
Yeah.
Cliffy,
if you guys
this
pre-order
massive
them, you get Christ Roberts' signature. That's like the only incentive for me, so I could put on a statue.
I'd rather get it and just bring it to him and watch him sign it himself and stuff. I like it. Makes it that much memorable to me anyway.
That citizen kind, and then I could bow down to him while he's signing it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for that.
Please cry on top of it. Please let your tears drip on it just a little bit.
You may take it into the bathroom with you if you need, Chris.
Wait for the better stick, though.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some.
Yeah, there's gonna be a way better one with the OLED display and stuff.
Yes, the OLED display where you can. But also, they gave a shout out to a person that went with the Rocket Cat's grid and actually made it to where you can manipulate shields and stuff on your phone now.
Yes, that looked dope.
Yeah,
I've been able to for a while with the grid. They had a program for that a year ago. Someone created one.
Yeah,
but someone made a Reddit post now, so it's new.
Yeah. And I think they improved upon it too. But I mean, it's good that basically that's kind of what you're going to get with the HOTAS, but it's going to be probably more integrated into the game because the OLED will probably actually show your little bitty ship and show the little thing around it, and you can just up the shields. And see, that's what I always thought.
Some people are asking in the chat what it looks like. I'm going to bring up a picture of it
because I like. Don't get me wrong. I like being able to I don't really like having actually alt space to move your mouse or to kind of click different buttons. To me, this game screams more. You need more simulation peripherals for this game that will make it much more fun. If you have like OLED displays in front of you, or even if they can make it into an app, and I think that's the best route for them is later let Star Citizen Cloud Imperium Games come out with an exact app for Star Citizen that you can press and manipulate stuff on the fly without having to try and jumble shit on your cockpit, because if you're emerging in your dogfight, you want to be able to hit that shit and go.
The app was a stretch goal, so
So we are getting it. Yeah. Now this is not the one that's going to be on sale or pre-order next week.
I'm showing the good there. Yeah.
One.
How much is the one coming out next week?
I think it's 150. The one coming out next week for pre-order.
That's fair price.
They're not shipping. It's just pre-order. I don't know when they're shipping. They said I forgot when they said, but the mouse.
This is a mock-up, by the way, guys. It has 2 trackballs. It's got one on the throttle and one on the joystick.
And that's not even the final version. That's the high end one.
And this is a touchpad OLED.
That's the high end.
Yeah, that's the 65.
The other one's based on the X52, which is why I'm not going to touch it.
This one's going to be $400 too. I think Sandy already said had confirmed that.
$400 with an OLED and a touch OLED display is fucking killer.
It was 4 or 5, one of the two.
Yeah,
even at 500.
Well, also a lot of people forget. They look at that. Okay, they look at the joystick and they're looking at the screen there. If you look at the actual throttle, there's a screen beside the toggle switches on the right. That little. It's on that metal bracket. It's kind of up. It's got that red button on it. If you look to the right, there's another screen right there too.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, there's one.
This is what having the Oculus Rift is going to fuck everything up, because you're going to have that screen. You're going to be like, oh. Unless you have the Vive with the camera, you could.
That's what I was going to say. That's why the Vive is superior.
Yes.
Well, the
race.
I didn't think the Vive gave you actual full definition video though.
It doesn't. It basically is there to help people not to bump into things and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you look out of the range of the satellites and stuff, your real world will start appearing before you to where you won't bump into anything. That's what it is. It's a safety measure.
I thought it was like 6 megapixels. You could look at it or whatever, or turn on, look at the keyboard.
It's supposed to be a switch flippable.
Yeah.
But still, the only thing that I think though, so far the Oculus still is a win for me because it's so much lighter and it's breathable. Right now they're still using hard plastic for the Vive. And it's a lot heavier. They just added a camera on top of it. So I want to see how comfortable they are. I'm going to still get both, but so far, the Oculus, as far as comfortability, that's still on the top 10, I think, as far as like.
I've been hearing people say the Vive was better.
The people asking in chat, where are they going to find? Where's the pre-order for getting that thing? When is not this one, but the other one?
It's not going to be on the site until next week.
Next week, okay.
From what they said on Reverse to Verse.
And it was what, limited to 2,000 units that'll be signed, I think.
I think so.
Or Chris has to sit there and sign 2,000.
And then it's going to be sold on their website. Well, who's making it?
SciTech.
Yeah, SciTech.
I want you to sit down and think about that for a moment. Chris Roberts has to sit there and sign 2,000 of those fuckers. Either they have to open up the package, sign it, and put it back in the package without wrecking the package, which is, if you guys have ever bought anything, know it's a pain in the ass.
Either that, or Chris will actually fly out to the factory, and when they come off the line, he says sign them all, and he'll probably sit there and sign them all, and then let them go through the rest of the packaging procedure.
He's so glorious, he just has to wait.
Because I could still see them SciTech paying for his flight to go to the factory. Here's the line that you need to sign. Let him sign it, and then they'll package them up and ship them.
Yeah, people in the chat are talking. I would rather have that curved display with the Track IR mix thing. What was it? The Sim Pit. Yeah, I'd rather have a Sim Pit.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
180 is more than enough.
Exactly, way more. Okay, next question, or actually our first question for tonight, is from Mr. Human Evil. Hi guys. Do you think that the Apocalypse Arms weapons seem a bit underpowered? I have both railguns, and the size 4 Gatling, and the damage-wise seems weak. What do you guys think?
The APOC railgun, you can one-shot people with.
Is it really that powerful? I haven't used it. Oops.
If you hit a cockpit, even from underneath, yeah, it's game over.
Yeah, the only problem is you only get 2 shots before it overheats, so you have to hit.
Gotcha. So that's the little caveat they built in, I guess.
Yeah. The Gatling cannon is, again, it's not too bad, but Gatling cannons, you got to remember that they have fire spread issues, so you have to get pretty close. Same as the issues we had with the Mantis a while back. Like it sprays bullets everywhere.
I like 2 shots.
What was that?
Sound effects.
The sound effect. Oh.
Yeah, Captain Flint has killer sound effects.
They're good.
I do.
Good. Lots of practice.
Glorious.
Okay, next question from Human Evil. Do you think that SIG would benefit from having an automated email setup for when people download and test new builds on the PTU and live servers that has short questionnaires regarding the experience of the current build? As I doubt that everyone who downloads the PTU, for example, logs in the forums even knows what the issue console.
Link when you download it to some sort of form on a page would actually be helpful.
How many guys here play on the PTU?
Me.
Okay. How many here use the issue console thing?
I'm guilty. I haven't used it.
Okay, it's okay if you haven't, Gio. I kind of like it because it's kind of a game. Like you want to get your stuff up there and get some points and stuff, So yeah. I think that's pretty good reason to start using that. Right?
Problem is I use it like a QA engineer, so I'm always searching. All right, does this exist? And then verify and I do it like work.
No, it's just like I told Xylo over Discord. It plays to my heart. I've done so many alpha tests. That's why when I don't stream a lot, I'm doing a lot of alpha testing of games and stuff, and I really like it. I like it. It's the same. It's an easier setup than most other games that I've done a lot of alpha testing on.
Yeah, the problem I have though, I mean, I've done some reports. I've mostly contributed to other people's reports, but being a streamer who streams Star Citizen and puts a lot of time into my streaming, and also have a day job which takes a lot of time. By the end of a long streaming session, I just don't have the energy to go and start writing reports.
It's true.
And then the next day, I don't have time because I've got day job, and then I got streaming, and it just never really. I never get free time to do it that much, which means kind of unless I force myself to, I could get stung and not actually be able to get access to future PTUs, which as a streamer screws me up.
Well, this is what I think they should do, okay? For people in your situation, okay, like Baron, WTF, people who stream Star Citizen pretty religiously, that they put you on a pedestal. I don't give a shit what other people say out there. They should put you on a pedestal, basically, and say, okay, y'all are live bug testers, meaning they can watch your stream and see the bugs happen in real time. So you're basically bug checking anyways, because even the German guys at Frankfurt, they said they love watching y'all streams because they can see what's going on, what's happening in live time. So
They often do, yeah.
Yeah, so to me, SIG really needs to jump on the ball on this, get a list of the cohort streamers that don't have time, that they know they stream this game 8 hours a day or live streaming at least 8 hours a day, and put them on a fucking pedestal and say, hey, you're going to get PTU from here until the end of time, until you stop streaming Star Citizen, so that we can see your live feeds and make sure everything's going stream and that y'all are being taken care of, because y'all are our face of our company, basically. Y'all are advertising our new tech. So, to me, I think they should do that. That's why I have more time to put in more tickets, because I'm not a full-time streamer, but I don't think y'all should get dissed for it, because y'all are actually doing it in real time. Y'all just don't have time to sit there. Okay, let me stop my stream here and type this shit out. You can't do that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's also it's nice to recognize us as influencers as well, because I've got like 100 referrals.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap!
We influence people.
We do, yes. What I would say is, just make it to where maybe you just drop in the VOD. Say, God, like, here was an error. It happened at this time on this VOD, and just drag and drop that in. Because that would be easy for you to do, right, Flint? That could take you like 30 seconds just to go, okay, here's my VOD.
I'd still have to make the highlight.
No, don't even bother with the highlight. Just say, look, it happened.
8-hour stream. I'd have to find the point in 8 hours where that highlight was and stuff. But yeah,
you could, if you use Chatty, you can type in a highlight command, and it'll make a highlight for you. But anyway,
yeah, y'all. Yeah, they like how I say y'all because I'm in Texas.
Yeah, he talks weird over there.
That's how black people say it too, y'all.
Y'all fucking crazy.
What y'all doing?
All right. Next question from Human Evil.
We got a caller.
Oh, we have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
I'm cringing right now. I'm waiting.
Hello.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air live.
Oh, I didn't realize I was live on your call. I'm just listening, trying to figure out what you guys do.
We are doing a podcast.
We're content.
I know what you do. I follow you, Geekdom. You're flying that plane. But let me ask you: will you talk about the flight simulator stuff, or are you just talking about this?
No, this is all Star Citizen tonight.
Yeah,
it's a space simulator with flight. There you go.
It's not really as sim as I'd like it to be, but maybe someday we'll see when we get there.
Well, let me ask you: you guys, some of you guys have day jobs, some of you don't. You're making enough money not to have to work.
Some of us are, not me, unfortunately.
Not me.
I slaved my ass off in the factory.
Yeah, no, day job's a thing.
Yeah, I got a sugar mama.
Yeah, don't got a sugar mama.
I got a great day job. So.
Well, no, but let me ask the question: are you guys making enough money not to have to work?
Cliffy's an oil baron. He's rich.
Cliffy is rich.
Cliffy's the only rich one in here.
He's rich, bitch.
Well, didn't I hear you geek say a couple of days ago that you were almost 2 years you haven't worked?
Well, I'm 2 years I haven't had a typical job. I would say this is probably the hardest job I've ever had in my life, being a full-time streamer.
Yeah, because a full-time streamer, just from the outside looking in, as a streamer, subs don't. The sub money you get is really minuscule from Twitch. All that really matters right now is who you make contract partnerships with, whether it's Intel, Corsair, gaming companies to stream their games. That's where they really make the offset of their money if they want to go full time and be able to make enough money to $30,000 to $40,000 a year, which is really tough because, if I were to work and I got sub, those subs would just go back into gifts for the streamers because it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't matter. These guys who do it full time, like Geek Domo, he has to sell himself to other companies
more
like Green Game, G2A, other companies to sponsorship because the sponsorship mean more than anything than what Twitch could pay him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
well, no, I understand that, and I know he's branded himself quite well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You think about becoming a streamer?
You want to become a streamer?
Well, you know what? I'm looking at. Look, I'm a private pilot. I haven't flown a real airplane in several years.
Uh-huh.
I left the country. I was out of the country for a while. Came back. Now I got a young son. You got to allocate your money in different places. And flying around is not inexpensive anymore.
No.
I wouldn't say it was inexpensive back when I learned in '98, but it racks up real fast now.
Mm-hmm.
With the cost of fuel and everything else. I'm sorry?
I say, yeah, I bet.
Right.
So,
but I thought that, but here I'm also at a disadvantage too because I'm running a Mac, and that really puts me behind the curve because it seems like all of the plugins and whatnot are all geared toward Flight Simulator.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now, buddy. When you're streaming, live streaming, that type of stuff,
What was that?
make sure you're passionate about it. If you're thinking about check first, you're not gonna go far. You got to actually love live streaming, love doing YouTube. Make sure that's in there first. If you're thinking money first, you're not gonna last long.
No,
Keep it
absolutely
real.
not.
and it'll take you 3 to 5 years to get to the point where it can support you anyway, because Twitch and other live stream services are a fickle beast.
Yep.
Fickle beast.
Thank you
And-
so much for calling in. If you want to have a conversation offline where we're in like Discord or something, hop into our Discord and we can chat over there. But do
Or
appreciate the
contact us
call.
on Twitter.
Yeah, we will chat some more later, but we got to get back to the Star Citizen stuff.
That's
So-
still a good call, though. Good call.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just right now for
Yeah,
what
some
we're
people
doing.
are curious. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, moving on. From Jetpackers, question: will it be possible to see other style racing tracks, something that's like in Wipeout on PlayStation? This is from Jetpackers.
Yes, they talked about. I remember Chris or Sandy, or one of them were talking about one time about the meteor course and stuff. That it's not actually on a planet; it's actually in the space that you play. That there's going to be yes, definitely other kinds of tracks and obstacles because they know hey, space is a dangerous place. So I'm pretty sure that when because this was just a fun thing to test out racing and everything, but I'm pretty sure the serious racing where you make serious money, I'm pretty sure, when all the functionality of the ships come in, all the different components that could go wrong, that you're actually going to have places where you have to pit in, get your, shit fixed, watch out for obstacles, flying meteors, whatever in the course. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot racing in the actual Star Citizen verse is going to be a lot different from the standalone.
Yeah, it's going to be very varied anyway because they're going to have tracks across the entire verse, or at least the core systems. So they can have the tour of the racing, and you'll be a racer and move with the races around the verse. So
I totally get what they're saying though. I mean, have you guys ever played Wipeout? You remember Wipeout?
Oh yeah,
way
long ago. It was like so fast for its day, just like completely insanely run around going nuts fast. But yeah, it was. I get what they're trying to say is like that kind of crazy up down flying through this and that kind of thing. I think it'd be fun like that. I think that's what they're trying to get at.
Eventually they'll have that. I mean, you'll have things like asteroids spinning all over the place, and it'll be randomized, so you won't know what the track is every time. Like now, where you know exactly what turn to make and when.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would actually like a darker map too, like some neon crazy lights or something.
Yeah,
I think that would
like
cool. Like some Tron type shit.
Rock and
like
roller coaster in space.
like a Blade Runner looking thing, like through some like wet neon filled signs, all that kind of stuff. Just exactly. I know what you're
That'd be
talking
a cool ass map.
It would be cool. Let's see. I'm looking for some new pictures here. The next question is, what do we think of the new Starfarer and what it looks like? They're asking me specifically because I think the Starfarer was my first big ship that I ever went like all ham out on. I'm trying to find the new pictures of it. I'm looking for some new pics. The only ones I found are the old ones. And when I got it, this was it right here. Pretty cool.
The new one, it's so sexy.
It is sexy. So I'm trying to find one of the new pictures. If anybody has a link to one, could you stick it in chat for me? Or
Stick it.
Which one do you need?
I'm looking for the new Starfarer pictures because
the one that was on.
Where it showed parked in the
ATV on sneak peek.
Yeah, it was on the sneak peek.
Yeah, the question just came up, so I was like, oh shit, I tried to read it real quick here.
Yeah, it's at the end of the sneak peek if you can go to that or look on, I think Reddit usually posts the picture of it, but it was sitting in the Rebel and York hangar, and you could tell it was a lot bigger how it was angled up. And
it's in the sub area. Hold on.
Yeah, that motherfucker was huge.
It is huge. I mean, that's the deal. It's blown up. Like we were talking about this a little bit before the cast. It started out as sort of like a sort of very utilitarian, like a large ship, of course, but
yeah,
it looked a lot like like an old tractor trailer.
I'm still interested in watching it Dumbo actually capture the fuel and stuff. That's what I'm kind of interested in, watching the actual mechanical workings of it.
No, that ship actually looks more of a trader ship than the whole series ships. It just has a trade ship look to it.
It looks like and also like you said, it does have a big cargo hold in it, so
it'll be great for trucking. I now think it is. Before it really was only for like liquids.
It looks like a freaking rhino or something. Like if you were running at full speed, you don't want it to hit you.
All right, let me bring it up here on the big screen now. I found the pictures of it.
I just want it to shoot fire out the back. I want to ignite whatever the fuel is, turn it on, and just let it spray.
Dude, that would be so awesome. You're getting chased down by pirates. You just drop all those tanks and then poo, let it up.
I think they said the tanks were detachable, like because there would be different types of tanks you could put on. Because that's like excess weight. So if you could drop your tanks if you're trying to get away, that makes you a little bit quicker. So I don't see why not.
Especially if you get attacked, because when some shields get knocked down and they start shooting at those tanks, you got something that could explode. Oh boy!
It has a massive hangar inside of it now. It really does. Somebody was saying it's the new Firefly ship. It does. I would have thought the Freelancer would have been more the Firefly, but the size of this hangar back here looks just like the hangar on Firefly or the Serenity.
It does, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I'm looking at the stream now to see the pictures of it again. It's so shiny.
Yeah. I mean, it's the fact for me. It's because it has all the different spaces inside. So it has the cargo area, it has the living quarters, has the mess hall essentially.
Yeah.
I think it has a med bay as well, and all those spaces that make up something you could live in space with a group of people for an extended period on.
Yeah, it makes it feel more alive.
It is very MISC though. You can definitely see the style changes that they've started doing to make these ships stand apart.
That's why I love
damage
MISC.
detail. God damn.
I love MISC because they just because they're portioned with the Xi'an Scout, the Xi'an technology. So I think it's going to be a really neat ship because to me it's like the MISC and the alien ships I most enjoy because it's more leaning towards the alien technology.
You know what it kind of looks like to me? Maybe a little bit. I'm reaching a little bit too far here, but maybe a little too much. Have you guys started seeing the Expanse? Have you started watching the Expanse? Their new ship. Like maybe not. The new ship actually a little bit longer nose on it, but it's that same kind of blocky shape. Yeah. By the way, if you guys are not watching the Expanse in the audience, start watching it now. Fantastic show.
We should look at who concepted the Star Citizen stuff versus who did the art in the Expanse. Maybe they're
the same people.
Crossover there, yeah. Well, they have gotten movie in such people before, so maybe.
Yeah, like Hobbins. I mean, he did Star Wars and a bunch of other films, so.
Yeah, the Expanse does kind of remind me of Star Citizen. You watch it now. Fucking stop watching our show. Go start watching it. Just go away.
Have you got the Starfarer sneak peek handy from ATV where they show it in hangar? Because that really gives you a good sense of the size of the thing. I mean, the height is as high as the office on the upper level of the Revel in York.
I hope I could jump on top of it from the ledge. That'd be so awesome.
It's about 3 times the height, like 2.5 times, 3 times the height of a Starfarer. It's 3 times the width, easy.
You want me to get it for you, Don?
Yeah, Clifford, can you throw? I'm just trying to grab it real quick. If you throw it for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, here, and just make sure you just go to the end of the video here.
Put it in
I'm going to
Discord?
put it in Discord for you.
That'd be great.
The prep deal. There you go.
Thank you,
Someone's link got wrecked.
There's the exact video. Just go to the end.
Oh,
pause it. Or play it at the end because it's actually, this video actually shows you a better view of the tanks themselves. The tanks look more. I mean, it shows greater detail in the tanks at the end that I've never seen before, which is really awesome.
I also think it's a bit bugged because it has double layer of tanks, which you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're showing. I didn't see this earlier. I didn't get to see this. They got the tablet thing working.
Well, actually, if you look at the top tank, it's actually cut. It looks like it's cut below it. It's actually cut beside it. I think. I don't know. I think it's cutting into it.
Here we go.
I think it's a bug.
Yeah, the tablet thing's cool.
Yeah, that's where he's showing the tablet. There we go.
Did you see the other video on the ATV? The second 30-second shot video.
That is definitely
I think that was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, those tanks are not supposed to be like that.
35-43 is where it's at.
Look at that sexy beast in that hand.
I think someone put a M50 in another ship or something. It was pretty cool.
Look how big that
Yeah, wait a second. So Captain Richard got on this week's ATV, and you were on it as well.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Yes.
What was the time? What time was your timestamp? Do you know what time it is?
I can find out.
Because his reaction was go. Watch the catcher was like, yes, victory.
There's a few streamers and YouTubers on there. STL Youngblood, you guys were on there.
It was good. It was.
They did tweet you can see that top vent is the same level as the office.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's a huge ship, but I'm glad to see it in the fucking hangar. We've had such tiny. I mean, the Constellation's the biggest ship we've had in there so far, so it's good to see something bigger, better.
We like him big.
He's totally famous.
The one with the dancing Vanguard is at 1244. That's not. I think that's Captain Richards there.
That's Captain Richard.
Let me find his real quick. Yours is on 21:17. 21 minutes. Go to 21 minutes, and that's kind of in the middle of it, of where he's at.
Hey, look at him there.
Yeah.
I know that guy. I've seen him on TV before.
I know that guy.
I didn't even submit that video. I never submitted it.
Somebody grabbed it and stuck it up?
They grabbed it, edited it to make it a bit shorter and stuck music over it.
Oh, they stuck music over it?
Yeah, it wasn't my music. They edited it. This was like a 5-minute process of me getting it in there, and they cut it down.
Dude, you broke it up pretty badly. That M50 didn't fit in there as well. I was thinking I could fit.
So we literally failed an attempt right before this one, which is why it's so banged up, and it somehow didn't blow up, so we went in again.
Good job. I thought it would fit, but I guess it doesn't fit very well.
I just love Flint's reaction.
I know. He's so happy he got it inside.
We need to make a GIF out of that because it's like.
All right, let's see here.
That would be a good GIF.
I fapped to that clip just so you know.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Once or twice?
I thought you should know.
Just now, or when you saw it before?
My
when I first saw it, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Slipping it in there.
All right, next question here is, what do you guys think about the common armor? Okay, we just showed that. What do you guys think of it? I guess.
The who?
What do you guys think of it? The new combat armor that they showed earlier.
The Dead Space stuff.
Yeah, this is from Human Evil.
It's good.
Good stuff.
It's lovely.
I'm looking forward to recoloring it.
Yes.
Yeah, the customization. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
That is going to be cool. They mentioned in yesterday's RTV that the Silver Collector's box will ship in June or July. Can we expect Squadron 42 to be done by then?
Wait, so are they just sending the box or the game? See, that's the trick.
They're just sending a box.
Empty boxy, yeah. I think they're gonna go head up, like I said, in November against all the heavy hitter games. I think that's what's gonna happen with Squadron 42. All the AAA games.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're aiming for that, and I don't think it'll be done then, but I do think they're going to have some vertical slice episode or missions for us to try.
Do you?
The marketing is stepping up this year.
If you guys have any questions for the cast, you can either call in. Please have a question and not just be trolling. If you don't want to do that, then you can also just type in ! question in chat, and it will show you the link to the question document that you can fill in a question and have a question answered by us. We are nobody. We just like Star Citizen a lot. So if you have questions, even if it's a basic question, if you're just coming by for the first time, you don't know anything about Star Citizen, you're like, what is this they're all talking about? There is nothing wrong with saying, what is Star Citizen? Can you explain it to me? That's we don't mind at all. We get that all the time when we stream this stuff, so it's okay.
Yeah. We'll be your Star Citizen pastors.
We will. We will guide you on the road to righteousness.
Yeah. So speaking of Star Citizen, I'm kind of expecting us to get some information in February, because there has to be a reason why they're splitting in February. And the only thing I can think of is pre-orders, like they're bumping up the pre-order stuff and starting the pre-order marketing machine.
That's true. The splitting of Squadron 42 and Star Citizen MMO part.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I can tell you one thing. That's going to get shit a lot more confusing for newcomers.
It is. Right now. It's exactly the thing that happened with the $5 for the Arena Commander. I mean, that was just a time where we're like, what? And it just, why do I have to pay $5? I bought a ship today and I have to pay $5 to get into Arena. Why can't I? You got in for free and now I got to pay $5 more? I mean, it just didn't make any sense, and it seemed like a weird money grab thing.
Yeah, you could confuse the fuck out of people.
Go ahead.
Well, I get where they're coming from, though. It makes sense because there's a lot of people out there who would be happy to buy a Squadron 42. a Wing Commander style single player game, something they know is going to come out this year. They don't care about something that's coming out 2 years down the road. They do care about this game they can get this year. They can play it as a start and a finish, and it's just a game. So I can see why they'd want to split that off into its own thing, so they can market and sell that as a game. Now, I would hope that the packages, potentially you can get packages that still include Squadron 42.
Yeah, hopefully there's a double.
Yeah.
Bundle or some shit.
I mean, it may be more expensive, and that's fine. Maybe there's the discount if you buy it with the whole package together, but it's going to be more than what we have right now. But I mean, yeah, it's. I can see why they want to split it off into its own package, and I think it would work pretty well that way because of people who don't care about something that's coming down 2 years down the line.
All right, we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. Tell us what you
Hi,
like.
guys.
Hello. What's happening?
Not a whole lot. My name's Flux. I love watching all of you guys. Domo, Grex, all of you guys. I just have a question about Star Citizen. So, the new tech that they're unveiling, trying to push up the instance zones, the Crisis engine, as we all know, was a shooter engine, like 16 players max, right? Do you think that they're going to be able to achieve the big, giant open world they want with the right size instances with that engine, or do you think that's going to be like one of their main focal points of problems for the next couple of years? Well, next couple of months, rather.
Yeah. I'll defer to Captain Flint over this. I did a really nice interview with Travis Day, but Flint can probably explain it better.
So basically, the Star Citizen engine they're using now, it's based off the CryEngine. They built on the CryEngine. It's pretty much no longer the CryEngine.
We call it Star Engine now.
Yeah. So as we can see with the Planetary Landing, for example, just as a reference point, the terrain they're using is completely bespoke, and it's faster than the CryEngine. They've put all of their skilled people into building that tech. The same with the networking, because the CryEngine as an FPS engine has very different needs from a networking engine, and how it synchronizes players and how it does that side of things. And what they're doing with the Star Citizen, they've already completely ripped out and restarted with the whole networking. An example of that is when they're talking about the zone system. So a zone system in a normal game is just how you view assets and how it loads assets and how it streams in. They've actually integrated the networking engine into the zone system. So if there's someone inside the ship and you can't see them, that's not actually tracked. You never get any network updates for those people because you don't care about them. You can't see them. So just that alone, they've already started working on. So that's a completely new networking engine. And honestly, for an MMO game, the networking is the key piece of engine that you need to work on for an MMO game. So they must have been thinking about it for a long time to handle with the clouding, with the instancing, with their dynamic matchmaking system. They're already probably a long way towards actually having the foundations of that, and they've probably got the designs laid out for most of that. But I mean, you're right though, it is going to be one of the biggest hurdles to get that instancing and matchmaking system right. But it's definitely going to be high on their list of things.
And especially that they got the original creators of it. They
One second. Thanks for calling in, caller.
Because I mean, the guy, when they did the studio tour, actually showed the original printout sheet of the original code he wrote for the first CryEngine. So yeah, it's further from the truth now of what it is. I mean, they even said that even the new CryEngine that's coming out, they're just ripping out some of the VR bits and pieces of it and tacking it onto theirs.
And this is the thing, like the engine with, like I said, with Crytek, when you said they used Crysis, they only had 16 players. That's what they were doing for that game, because they were probably trying to get on consoles, and that was their like real quick minimum. So the game with the engine, what they were making, you could do what you want with the engine. They were just doing the sweet spot, typical FPS shooter, 12 to 16 players.
Limited map, yeah.
Yeah, limited map design. So all that went to accountability. With what they're doing, the sky's the limit. So they could go as far as they want. So you got to keep that in mind too.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of techniques you can stick in, like network level of detail as well. So imagine, again, most people know what LOD is for games. So when something's far away, it's a really low detail model. When it gets closer, it's a high detail model. You do the same thing with networks. So you only get really fast network updates for things that are close to you. But further away from you, the network updates don't have to be so precise because you're not seeing that microscopic movement. And for shooters, for example, as long as you see that you hit something, they don't necessarily see where the bullets came from. They don't see that precision. So there's a lot of stuff you can hide from long distances that you can't close up. So doing like techniques like that allow you to kind of manage lots more people in the area because you care less about people the further away from you they are. And this is all stuff that's bespoke and isn't needed for like an FPS match where you just want high precision for everything.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have another caller here. Go ahead, caller. Thanks for waiting. What would you like to ask?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to ask a question. What are you guys' thoughts on the new token system for the melts and unmelts that Ben was talking about on Reverse Verse?
Cliffy, you want to handle this one?
Hi.
Oh no, I didn't pay attention to that portion of it about the.
What was the question
Who
about?
wants to know about the token system on about unmelting your ships? Anybody else catch that?
No, I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, I think it was something that you get like a token for each time you use the ship. I don't know if you get so many tokens to
it's something to keep people from abusing the system of unmelting and melting. Because they don't want people to get unmelt, remelt.
Just to be able to use any ship at any time.
Well, I mean that's. Yeah. But okay, let's just back up and talk about this for just a second. The purpose of that whole thing that they allowed us to unmelt ships way back when they allowed us to do it was because ultimately we're giving them money to get a game to be made. That's ultimately what this is all about. It's a Kickstarter, correct? So when they are allowing us to kind of swap what we donated for, that's pretty much all it really is. So I don't think that it should be punished in any way. As far as honestly, if they're letting us do it, then they should just let us do it. I guess in the future it would become a problem. So 5 years down the road, the game's still going, and now I can, I have a Starfarer. Shit, I don't need a Starfarer this mission. I need a freelancer. Let me just melt my Starfarer down real quick and get the freelancer out.
Well, but I mean, to play devil's advocate, it's from they're trying to make money with this stuff, right? To fund the game, development of the game. Now, if you have, let's say you have a Starfarer and some other ship comes along, and you can just melt that ship to have any ship you like, then why would you ever spend more money on this cool new ship?
Oh, true.
You just melt the old one and get the new one. So
that's what I've been doing.
In that case, it affects their profit margin.
It's what I've been doing. Honestly, I can't afford to buy these new ships, so all I've been doing is melting down my old ships I really aren't interested in. I've sort of had like a storage of old ships, like an Avenger or the 300i that I'm really not interested in, but I have them, and I melt those two down, and now I have enough to get one of the new ships that comes out. So I didn't actually put in more than a couple of bucks.
And they also already have that safety feature already implemented. Like if they don't do this token, so that once they go into beta, that's it. You can't unmelt anymore. There's that. People have been reading that fine line. When you buy a ship or unmelt a ship, it says down there in the deal that once the official beta is launched, you cannot do it no more. It's gone.
Oh, I didn't even read that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's down there.
It's down there. Many people don't read it, and that's kind of like that question 1 and 2. They don't advertise it, but when we get closer and closer, you're going to probably see people saying, okay, you need either shit or get off the pot. This is it. You either stick with the ship or not, because beta, that's it. No more.
By the way, guys, we are giving away a P-52, a Merlin P-52 standalone ship. So if you'd like to have a chance to get it, all you got to do is type an ! Call me. We got 20 minutes left in this, and then we'll be done with the broadcast in 20 minutes as well.
Is that a door giveaway?
Is that it? We're giving away a door. I actually think the guy actually meant Dur. Now I feel bad. But he did start off a string of troll calls right after that. So, okay, let's see. Where are we at here on the questions? Okay, there are noodle and soda machines in-game. Do you think eating these foods in-game should help your character's ability to react in a better situation, handle more G-forces, turn faster, take more damage? Like buffs. Are they like buff foods? Do you think they'll have buff foods or cooking foods in the game?
Like an energy drink.
Like a 4 Loco.
They've already said that drugs are going to have a positive and negative effect, so there's going to be some detriment to using it, and they obviously can't make it too powerful, otherwise you always need to be running with buffs, and then it becomes that situation. But if it's a minor little advantage of some kind,
Yeah, I think it's going to be like.
see it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just like.
It's an immersive thing.
Reframe to probably drinks making you, see wavy lines and make you look like you're drunk or something, or on the side of these different types of shots you can take for an adrenaline rush or whatever, because you're going to be at the moments when you're going to want the higher speed, higher jumping capabilities. Maybe when you're facing the Vandal, you're going to need that strength boost to react quick.
I personally would love to see a full eating and pooping system in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those toilets are in there for a reason. If I can't shit in it, then I'm pissed off.
Just not like
immersion.
Not like Ark. You don't want it like Ark where you're just pooping shit out of.
Yeah, I mean,
I do.
I mean, like having to, if you're going on a long exploration, having to stock up your ship with supplies so you can sustain yourself seems like a cool thing.
Yeah.
As is like having to stop mid Vandal fight because you gotta go for a poop.
Mm-hmm. Darkest Mind says Darkest Mind preferred an equipment-based effects. Well, I think a little of both is okay. Like having some equipment that helps you do better G-forces, and then also taking some drugs, maybe that would help.
I also think would it be beneficial to the Star Trek series if Jean-Luc had stood up, said, "Number 1, you have the bridge," and go for number 2.
But to the suit thing, they've already said that's going to be in there.
I bought one. As a matter of fact,
the G-force suit. Yeah,
I think it's the origin one.
Racing suit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought one.
I have an environmental jacket.
I have one of those too. The brown trench coat.
Yep. And I think I bought all that shit. They never sold them again either. I think, except for once.
Female characters with their cycle, I guess. Maybe they fix that in the future. Who knows? All right. Omega Goo asks, you were talking about streamlining earlier, made me thinking. Streamlining aerodynamics with no effects in space, but do you think aerodynamics will be a factor planetary limits implemented? For example, the Starfare looks like something that really easily have a lot of drag when it goes through the atmosphere. Will there be ships that can't land on planets? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. The effects is going to happen on planet side. You're
You get a little shuttle. What are those little shuttles called? The
X something.
The one you get the Idris.
Oh,
that was
it's on the Idris. Oh, what's that?
Argo. That's
Argo,
the one.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
The little Argo.
Because the Idris can't land on a planet.
Modular, they're cool.
Yeah, they just can't land on a planet, and the Bengal carrier can't land on a planet either. So.
Hell no, you get stuck.
890 might not be able to either. It has its runabouts as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They show the 890 like taking off on a lot of the posters are like taking off of some cool hipster planet with hipster hair. Yeah, if you take a shit, in zero gravity, you take a shit, you gotta be really careful.
Well, I mean, I can see, you not landing an 890 jump, but they should have still these ships where you can bring them in the atmosphere and they just hover there. They, just like any ship, you'll see them hovering on the horizon, and then the little ships come down and drop down, but you still see it within the atmosphere hovering.
Yeah.
Well, you mean the high orbit, yeah, but yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Ships, yep.
Thinking about this, going back talking about shit, and then somebody said it'd make great for pranks. That would be funny, like walking, like you're streaming in the game, and all of a sudden, like a little poo floats by your character. He's just like,
Oh no! When you get in Constellation, someone takes a shit. Soon as you come in, you walk like, what the fuck?
Dookie.
Howdy ho, everybody! Mr. Hanky. Want to go trap your freelancer?
Who's on my ship?
Simmer asked a question. I've heard you guys talking about massive cities and planets and the performance hit that they will cause. Is there a preview of how they'll do it? From planet landing demo, it's clear that the terrain is procedural. The facility landing is not. I'm interested in how they will manage to balance looks and performance. Procedural stuff runs great, but can really look repetitive. Handmade stuff looks really good, but a quickly way to eat a performance. Anyway, any info on that? Let me do a little preface of what Simmer's talking about. Simmer and I have been doing a lot of flying together in Flight Sim X or P3D, whatever. And when we're over like the desert, it's smooth as silk. But then you start flying and you're like flying into London or something like that, and the frame rate just takes this huge shit. And so I get what he's saying is like as we're starting to come into some of these planets and it's procedurally generated and it looks really cool because it's generated quickly, the closer you get to it, it starts looking like crappy. It looks like cruddy. So the only way to fix that is to make it procedural, but then also make it handcrafted. So what do you guys think about that?
It's going to take a lot of work on the LOD systems as you come in to draw it in to the point where it's not going to drag you down. So it loads in each part as necessary, and hopefully they can do it in a way where, you know, as you go through the landing tunnels, basically, it doesn't have to quite draw every single thing to a really high resolution until you land, and then you've got the, hey, I can go walk right up to these buildings level of detail.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing the procedural tech for that, which helps because you can procedurally do the LODs as well, because it's all just done in code. And they did say on a ATV a while back now, good old Brian Chambers, they talked about them doing prototype work on procedurally generated populated areas and how to make a city that's procedurally generated but feels organic, like it was built up over time. So if you have that, that helps a lot.
I only got one word for you, Geek Dumb, and that's Sean Tracy, man. He's the man. He'll make it happen.
Make it happen, Captain.
Yep.
That was about 7 words, but
yeah, because the test demo that they gave us looked pretty smooth.
Yeah, Sean Tracy, he's working heavily with that procedural generation stuff. So I got full confidence in him working with the guy, because, you know, I got the alert, you know, Facebook, hey, I'm in LA now, and oh, look, I'm also in Frankfurt. So you know he's working over there in Frankfurt with the guys on the procedural stuff. So Sean and those guys over there, they'll make, I'm pretty sure they're going to make some pretty mind-blowing adjustments to make it do what they need it to do.
And Streaming just brought up a good point. None of this has been optimized yet. Like, nothing. It's still really, really raw,
man.
Yeah, there's an interview this week too with Sean Tracy. I think it's Wednesday. The subscriber Q&A.
Get your questions out to him, you know.
Yeah, so you got to ask him about all that stuff straight up to him.
Which him and Captain Flick should get along really, really well, because, you know, he's criminal.
He's a criminal.
Damn criminal.
Oh, the criminal.
That's good.
Oakmoon asking about a 2016 launch. We talked about this earlier. Squadron 42 is supposed to be coming out 2016, and then the MMO aspect, hopefully 2017. Most of us are thinking 2018 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
so a good beta in 17.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, not really this year, but maybe so towards the end of the year. But I'm thinking more or less in 2016, we're going to see this map just go balloon, like where we're going to actually start having jump points to go from 2 or 3, you know, different systems going back and forth to where they can start, you know, getting everything, all the bugs worked out on, you know, jumping from system to system, whether it's just 3 or 4, and working on the economy system, because they got to drop that big bastard in there so that they can start working on, like what Gio was talking about people blockading materials. They got to make sure that functionality works, because they said Chris wants to make it a thing to where you can actually block goods and services going to a planet that might be manufacturing Hornets or whatever. And it's going to be up to you that, hey, this new job popped up. I got to go knock those guys off to where the supply route can be reestablished. So I can see, you know, in 2017, we'll get some more larger worlds added to it to where we can start testing those systems out, which I think is really exciting.
All right, question from Faulty Boy. After Star Citizen is finally released, how long do you think they will keep making more content, such as adding more planets, missions, and that kind of things to expand the universe?
I expect a 10-year plan.
Until the game is shut down, they're going to be doing stuff for it. It's well, I mean, hell, how many releases has EverQuest still done till now?
They're just coming out with another one, and they just keep going. I mean, why not?
And in Squadron 42, they got like at least 2 more stories coming out of that.
You
2
know,
more games.
And the one thing I kind of look at is, like, take the Connie, for example. It's on version 3, and look how much memory stays in that. I'm thinking of the game 6 years down the road on what the Connie will look like then, because, you know, eventually we're going to go through some years within the Star Citizen universe, and they're going to come out with the new Connie.
Right.
And I can't even imagine how cool it's going to be and how smooth the game's going to be.
Oh, I can imagine.
Well, they've already let slip that the artists have already developed 8K textures, which are things we can't even run right now.
Yeah.
So those are
4K.
Yeah, so we could barely hit 4K completely and smoothly. They have 8K ready.
This is the one issue though with Star Citizen is it's firmly on the other side of the uncanny valley, right? So it has to keep up with the tech. Whereas something like you just said a minute ago, World of Warcraft, they just released new models last year, or was it the year before? probably a year before. Anyway, they're new models, and all they really did was just kind of clean them up a little bit, add a few more textures, and they kind of refreshed the entire game. Whereas Star Citizen is always supposed to look like the best, and in 2 years, this is going to look kind of meh. You know, it's like, oh, it's good, but did you see that latest whatever game video, like Call of Duty 12? You know, that was like amazing, man.
I think it's beyond the meh with a lot of the stuff right now. It's beyond the meh level for a while. But I mean, like I say, there's going to be like the Mark III and the Mark IV Constellation or Freelancer, but we'll still be able to fly around in the Mark I and be all retro and stuff in our old
8-bit.
And that is the cool part, because I mean, it's right now in America you can have the 2015 Mustang. It's super swanky, very shiny, very pretty. Or we get the like the 1996 Mustang.
Yep.
Or the 69 Mustang,
69,
or some old retro one.
Hipster play music on a Victrola.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I want those old ships to start looking weathered, you know, rusty and a bit banged up.
They're doing that anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, like a permanent thing.
They said you'll never be able to repair a ship to its from the showroom state. It will always be a little bit
tired.
And there's no saying that you have to, you know, clean up those rust. That's what I'm right with you. I want my old shipping freighter to start showing really good age to it. And hey, I remember those scar marks when I was in that battle. And if it doesn't affect the ship at all, I'm going to keep those battle scars. I'm not going to fix that shit. I want it to look that way because it gives it character.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on here. Let's see. We got a bunch more questions. We're running out of time. We only have 5 more minutes. Have the devs said? I'm sorry. What's the question here from Duke Skywalker? Can you say what is the rumor you find a jump point in the Crusader was the only joke I heard on a stream? Looked like a star map, and there are 2 jump points on the Stanton system. One jump point goes to where there is a game of it, only added some time after release. Wait, did I misread that? Hold on. I misread that. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Can you say there's 2 really long questions right on top of each other, so I got them mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Can you say what is on the rumor? Okay, wasn't just me. Can you say what is on the rumor that if you find a jump point in Crusader, was that only a joke I heard in the stream? Looked at the star map. There are 2 jump points in the Stanton system. One jump point goes to the system.
Yeah, there was a rumor that there was a jump point in Crusader, he's saying. And is there any truth to it? Because there is a jump point near to Crusader on the star map. And no, I think it was just one of those shiny bubbles.
It was just a shiny bubble? Okay.
Well, that and partially my fault as well.
You did it, Grakees?
I started very early into OPTU saying I found a jump point.
Concern.
It was it's what's now called the Grakees anomaly, which is the teleport bug.
Oh.
But I was saying it's an in-system jump point that's man-sized and blah, blah, blah. And then people took that and went, there are jump points in game, and it just kind of spun out from there.
Look what you did. You're a content creator. You need to be more conscientious of your actions.
Nope.
You're an influencer, sir.
You're an influencer.
I just want to see how much influence I had.
Check your privilege, mister. Check your privilege. All right. Have the devs said anything about the planet orbiting stars and so on? We will see objects in the system move, or are we looking at static environments? What do you think on both possibilities? Would it be okay if it wasn't in the game, or if it was added after release? Okay. Yeah, they're definitely going to have orbiting planets.
Yep.
That was these will have real astrophysics involved. Is what
they're aiming to. They haven't said whether or not they're going to get the positionalness and everything moving.
If they don't get it now, even after launch, I think they could probably get to it. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. There's so many stretch goals they probably got like on the backlog after the game launches that they're going to continually add to this game. That's why I'm not too worried about the content after the game. I'm pretty sure they got a nice backlog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have. I mean, every time someone asks if something's going to be in, Chris is like, well, eventually, yeah. Yeah, he will.
We're going to see him on 10 for. Yeah, finally got it in. Yeah, got 2 more left.
Christ Roberts doesn't age. That's what you got to messed up at.
Nope. Okay, next question. With the 890 jump being worked on, what do you think they will add to test? What do you think they will add to test this class of ship? Space hookers and blow.
There you go. Boom.
We've already got the dancer mode, so it's all halfway there.
Yeah.
We got jukebox in the hangar, which is sometimes not broken. So
we need a disco ball, A zero
We have
gravity
alcohol.
disco ball, alcohol.
I really want that in
Stripper
alcohol. I wish I could buy that.
We need stripper pole hanger flare then.
We just need the 0G water for the hot tub experience, and we're golden.
That'd be great. Okay, next question is how do you guys feel about the rebalance of the Vanguard with an understay is be more maneuverable than a Connie, but less so of a SH? What do you guys think it'll hit that mark? Is it controllable? SH, what's SH? Super Hornet. Oh, okay.
I haven't flown it yet, but I know when I first flew it before the new patch, the 2.11 update, it was very maneuverable for its size. I didn't think the Super Hornet going at it. I mean, it was going to be a very tough fight for the Super Hornet. But now, I think they said they slowed down the maneuverability, so the Super Hornet should have more maneuverability than the Vanguard, because that wasn't going to be a fair fight.
But I still like the Vanguard. You know, when I'm in those ship battles, it's a lot of fun because you got so much more space to fly around, and that you have those different modes of speed. So you can, so it's kind of funny because you'll all suddenly jump and go a lot quicker. You know, not the actual jumping to another point, but actually, you know, going into your cruise mode.
Yeah.
Get way over there, and then you're having to chase them down, then get repositioned, and then there they go again. You know, so it's like, so they might not have the maneuverability, but you can still get away and make it difficult on them.
Yeah.
All right.
The Vanguard has the edge, but there's going to be balancing all the way through alpha, beta, and release. So it's.
Yeah, like I said, the balance talks. That's why I don't even get into it and argue on the forums, because I mean, you got like what 2-3 years, guys, before the game comes out.
Question here is from Cat Call. I won a Cutlass Black package. I don't know if did we give her one? It doesn't matter. But the question is, can I trade it for a Space Trucker package? If so, which is a good one? Freelancer, about the same price, right? Would you guys say?
Freelancer's about the same price as a black Freelancer base model.
Yeah. So right around that, you should be able to swap them pretty cheap, a couple bucks here or there, maybe.
You know what I love about the Freelancer. I mean, even though I got a whole,
it's on the screen right now, by the way.
The whole series is that the Freelancer. Because this one is probably going to use an automated system to where it loads up the crates on the whole series. What I like about the Freelancer is we get to actually load the freight on there.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like to actually handle the freight. And what really blows me and Geek Doma's mind, we're always talking about this and get all giddy about it, is like you're going to actually be able to open the crates and see what's inside and actually not see numbers on the board. You actually see what you're hauling, which is awesome.
Dead bodies mostly and cracked.
Though I will say, before someone goes and CCUs off of the Cutlass Black, wait for the redesign images.
Yeah.
To come in.
Yeah, because you never know, that Cutlass might be awesome. You never know.
I could definitely see Captain Flint opening up his chest, and it's like shiny lights coming out of it. It's like my space coke. Yes.
A bunch of space dildos.
It's going to be like Pulp Fiction.
All the cat and booty.
Yeah. All the balloons.
All right, this question here, we only got like one. Let's give me like one more question here. Why haven't I heard you guys mention Sean the Criminal Tracy sub-only RTV schedule for this week? And now it's RTV. What's he talking about?
I thought we just talked about that.
Did we?
Gio mentioned it and said, make sure you get the questions to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading other questions.
Yeah, basically they do, a little community deal for subs only, where only subs can submit questions. He'll go to live stream or on the video and he'll answer them.
I think it's only legit. Subscribers every month pay $20 and everyone else doesn't. So
pay to win concern.
It's pay to win, whatever. I mean, you guys should think that if a subscriber should get something nice. As a subscriber myself, I will say that when I first subscribed, like 2 years ago, there was all we got was basically our name on a wall. And well, actually, no, I'm sorry. They had like access to pictures and stuff. There was private areas and all these kind of things that subs are supposed to have, and all that went right out the window. And pretty soon, now what ends up happening is they put sub-only pictures up, and they get put on Reddit about 30 seconds later.
This also annoys me.
What's that?
This also annoys me.
What's that?
That people
they post it on on the.
They post it on Reddit and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I get a chance to stick it on my stream instead.
Lookmere, hold on. Did he claim it? Hold on. Lookmere has won it, but let's see. They got to claim it. I claimed it. Okay, Lookmere, real quick before this. Hold on a second, Cliffy. Make sure you send me. I need to have your login password, your credit card information, and your home address. Send that to me ASAP, and I'll send you the $20 chip. No.
SSN or VAT ID too.
Yeah, SSN or VAT ID. No, seriously, just joking. All I need is your email address for Star Citizen Robert Space Industries email address. Just send that to me, and then I can send it over to you. All right, continue on. Actually,
somebody was asking me in your chat, and they probably don't know this. Surge MMO, the reason why I type metal in there is because Better Twitch TV actually shows emotes, and it shows Otis headbanging.
Or you can just type in the word Otis, all lowercase, and it's got a little creepy Otis smiling. Okay.
VTTV, it's awesome.
It is great. You guys got to get Better Twitch TV. Okay, let's go around the room real quick. Go back to the main screen here. Let's see, who's up first? Clifford, go. Where can people find you, Cliffy?
You can find me on Twitch, Clifford_AK_Miku. You can find me on Twitter at Clifford_Miku. Same on YouTube. Or I'll be lurking in Captain Flint's channel or anybody else, Star Citizen Dill, and watching.
Now, Clifford supports the entire Star Citizen community. Fantastic guy. Mr. Gio, get money. Go. Where can people find you?
Gio get money. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
Famous
Do it.
YouTube. Famous on YouTube.
He's very famous on YouTube. He's working his way into Twitter slowly like a cancer.
I wish.
All right, Captain Flint, yar. Tell us about you.
So I am CAPN_Flint,
did I spell
not
it
T
wrong?
like it says here.
God, I'm terrible.
CAPN_Flint on Twitter and on Twitch. And I also have a YouTube, Captain Flint TV.
There you go. Should have told me earlier. I didn't realize that. And finally, Mr. Grakees or Grax.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Grakees, GRAKEES. Also, if you do a Google search by that, you'll find my Twitter, YouTube, and all those other fun things.
Awesome.
Fancy.
And thanks a lot, everybody. This will be out on YouTube probably tomorrow night. Thank you so much for coming by. We had a good night, good cast tonight, and love you, trolls, even though you tried. It was a good try.
And Captain Flint, are you fixing to start streaming after this? Or
I'm fixing to pass out after this.
Okay. He's
I've got a
passing
long
out.
day stream tomorrow.
Are we going to raid somebody?
Yeah, we're gonna go raid somebody. We do our post StarCast raid. We need to raid somebody very small.
Yeah, this is gonna be hilarious.
Raid that booty.
Find us a young Star Citizen
A
streamer.
young virginal Star Citizen streamer.
Most corrupt.
It says
I'm
what's
that
his,
cherry.
what's his title? Hold on. What is this? New patch and casually being top 200 in the world after one FFA match playing Star Citizen. His name is Chubby Defender and he looks like he weighs 20 pounds. It's irony.
He might
or
be a
something.
chubby lover.
Might be a chubby. Maybe he likes chubby. Yeah, he defends chubby people.
Let's go in there and say we love your chubby.
We love your chubby. Okay.
I'm chubby. Save me.
Well, Astro says he streams after the cast too.
Oh.
So we could get him some follows.
We could.
Yeah.
Are you streaming right now, Astro Pub?
Yeah. He said, Astro, you streaming right now, Astro?
If you stream right now, we can go. If not, we'll hit this guy.
Yeah. Let me see, Astro. Come on, Astro. I stream now after the cast. That's what he said.
I see Astro now flailing around his desk trying to.
He's like,
find
"Oh my
the
God, go live!
button.
Second, you got 30 seconds." All right, hold on a second. We're not going to raid the chubby. Let's go raid out Astro.
Yeah, because we need to get people aware of that. He's actually Berserker.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, Berserker is no longer a Berserker. He's the Astro Club.
Not streaming right now.
I'm about to go in there and say I got a chubby anyways.
He's hosting
just
me.
letting you know, Astro.
We can't raid ourselves.
Can't raid ourselves.
Go into a raid loop.
To the Astro Pub. All right, we're going to go raid the Astro Pub, I guess.
First round's on Domo.
First round's on me. Here we go.
I want to go get a rim job.
Go over there and go get a rim job at the Astro Pub. All right, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Go over there and just raid him. Even if he's not live, hit a follow. Say.
Everyone's raiding Chubby Defender.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm about to go.
See, that's what I say. You can't change direction after we've launched our course. We can't change direction.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's offline. He's gonna go live in a second.
Chub.
All right, go. I tell you what, go raid that dude, and then when Astropub gets his shit up.
Yeah, raid him and then go Astropub.
Yeah, then we'll go Astropub. All right, good night, guys. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Don't make your eyes cross.
All right, love your faces. Remember, it's nice to be important, but more important to be nice. See ya.